Hello and welcome back to the last week of Columbia Insights Creative Clash. Now, in case you don't know by now, my name is Joshua Short, and I will be your host this exciting Thursday morning. It's been a great season, and we've had some amazing talents on the show thus far. And on this last day of Creative Clash, the talent just gets even better. Singer-songwriter Yunoka Berry is here to share her original song entitled Supernova with us today. So, without further ado, here's Yunoka Berry.
I learned not to fall in love with your best friend. And I learned this lesson the hard way, and it hurt me. We're better off staring at each other across the room with envious eyes. And I know what we had is over. It's over. And I'm hoping and praying and I'm wishing that maybe one day we'll see it through. And I'm hoping and praying and I'm wishing that when I give my all, you'll love me too. 'Cause I know it's a sour battleship, Borklet and Pescat across the floor. And I know if it's beauty, then I never wanna let you go. And I keep trying to acknowledge you, but Cause I don't want you to see me naked. Cause my insecurity sweeble da 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 da, sweeble da 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 da. Cause it was all a big scam. You touch me when you wanted to, oh, and that just ain't cool. Well, listen, it's so hard not to stare at you with those pretty eyes. I'm confined to your lies, and I'm hoping and praying and I'm wishing that maybe one day we'll see it through. And I'm hoping and praying and I'm wishing that when I give my all, you'll love me too. 'Cause I know it's so sour. I never wanna see your face again. And I know it ain't easy to forget how you stole my hand. And I keep trying to acknowledge you, but the end it has come. As we but I do da as we but I do da I fell in love with my supernova lover boy, 'cause I would never love another boy. Say you're my supernova boy. 'Cause you're my supernova lover.
Wow, that is awesome. Yunoka Berry, ladies and gentlemen. What's the name of that song again?
Supernova.
Because you're a star. Now I see why it connects. Viewers, send in your responses and questions for Yunoka to @CreativeClash on Twitter. And don't go away. After the break, we'll sit down with Yunoka to ask her a few questions about her upcoming album. So don't move that mouse, folks. We'll be right back.
Where you can get everything you could possibly need. Books, school supplies, hard drives, clothing, backpacks, school spirit, and even snacks. The Columbia Bookstore, located at 624 South Michigan, is a quick, convenient stop for students of all majors. Need to buy, rent, or sell books back? The Columbia Bookstore has you covered. Stop in today and see all of the possibilities we have to offer. Columbia College, Chicago. Frequency TV.
Welcome back to Creative Clash. I just want to remind you to send in your responses and questions for Yunoka using the handle @CreativeClash on Twitter. And if you do it right now, we might feature your tweet later on in the show. But first, Yunoka, an amazing job up there.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am a singer-songwriter. I'm currently enrolled at Columbia. This is my last year, so I'm going into my spring semester of my last year. I'm originally from East Chicago, Indiana. It's maybe like 30 minutes outside of East Chicago.
So we're neighbors, right?
Yeah, we're neighbors.
Exactly.
And I am currently working on my EP, Heartbreak Chronicles.
Okay, and what's your major, by the way?
I'm a music major.
A music major. Okay,
yeah.
we're going to talk about the EP in just a moment, actually. But first, discuss that song right there, Supernova. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Where did the influence from that song come from? When did you write it? Why Supernova?
Supernova, I wrote that when I was in 11th grade in high school. And it just comes from being in love and young and it not going your way. Supernova is actually a star, like dying. So it's beautiful. It's really beautiful, but it's deadly. So I have a fascination with sci-fi and science. So.
You talked about fascinations when we talked earlier, including that you know how to play the guitar, correct?
Yes, I do.
Explain how that came about.
Well, one of my biggest influences is India.Arie. So seeing a black female play guitar on television was very monumental for me. So I wanted to do that. So I'm self-taught.
Now you say she was an influence. Now what style of music does India.Arie usually sing on, and do you think that it's only that type of music, or do you have a plethora of genres that you're?
Oh, I have a plethora of genres. India.Arie is soul and R&B music, but I draw my influences from all over. I'm actually a classical trained singer, so
really,
yes. So I draw my influences from a broad spectrum of genres.
Okay, let's talk about this EP. I know you're excited.
Yes,
This
I
is,
am.
you called it your baby. Explain
It is my baby. It's taking forever. I keep pushing back the date, but hopefully we're gonna release this spring 2015.
Okay.
Heartbreak Chronicles. It came about of my years being here at Columbia and falling in love, and it's just not going right. But not just that one particular relationship, but just all my relationships in my life. And I think it's about growing up. You know, not just love, just growing up and finding your place in the world. So I'm definitely excited about it. It's gonna give you a good view of who Yunoka Berry is.
And Yunoka Berry is an interesting name. Can you explain where that name came from? I'm very interested.
Well, my grandmother named me, and today is actually anniversary of her death. It's Japanese, and the translation for it in Japanese is feather, but the Malaysian translation is grandchild. So I think that it's very special.
Now, how about Berry? Where did that come from?
You know, that's my father's last name. It just
I got you.
it just sticks.
Speaking of your father, your grandmother, explain your family. How have they supported you throughout this venture? You being a senior, explain how they have helped shape who you are today.
My family plays a big part in who I am. They shape me, mold me. They keep me level-headed, definitely. Without them, I wouldn't be this far. That's for sure. So I love them, and they love me.
Speaking of going far, the distance you've traveled thus far, where do you see yourself this time next year?
I'm gonna be in somebody's studio in New York cutting an album. So
That's confidence right
yeah,
there.
that's the
Whose
confidence.
studio would you want to be in? Because a lot of people, like you say, India Arie was your influence, but a lot of people would say Rihanna or Beyonce or what have you. India Arie. Why India?
No, I would want to be in the studio with Erykah around this time next year.
Okay, Erykah Badu.
Yeah,
okay.
Erykah Badu.
Okay,
Yeah.
what differentiates her from all the other artists that are just changing the world as we know it today?
Because I think Erykah Badu makes music for your soul, and that's what I'm interested in. I'm about making music for your soul, and I think she really knows how to make protest music too. Put in some knowledge in that. So I think we're missing that in music, and it's something I want to be a part of and bring back.
You have a lot of people develop their talents of wanting to sing when they get older or in their teenage years, but you've been wanting to do this for a long time,
Yes,
correct?
for all my life, since the moment I could utter a word or move, I knew this was what I was supposed to do.
That is awesome. Now, really quickly, do you think you're going to be on stage anytime soon? And if so, when and where for the people at home who want to see you perform?
Well, not anytime soon, but I do have my senior recital coming up in the next spring of semester. It'll be March 20th at Stage 2, probably around 7 o'clock, so be on the lookout for that. That'll be my show that I put on and everything that I learned from being here at Columbia.
Okay, now a quick question for all of those at home who are wondering, how can they hit you up on social media sites, Twitter, Instagram, so forth and so on?
On Facebook, it's Yunoka Berry. On Twitter, Mocha Forbidden. Instagram, The Heartbreak Chronicles. And I do have a website that I'm trying to tailor and blog, yunokaberrymusic.tumblr.com.
You remembered all of that. Wow, that is amazing. Great job, Yunoka. Now, our audience at home has been tweeting throughout the show, and our social media producer, Lauren, has been monitoring your questions and comments for Yunoka. Lauren, what do you have, sweetheart?
Our first tweet is from Unorthodox Bridge, and she says, "Girl, you've got soul. Who are your influences on music?"
I picked my main three. India Arie, AC/DC, and we're going to go with Ella Fitzgerald are my main influences, yes.
Wow, she played the piano, correct?
Yes, Ella, she did
everything, right?
Yes.
She wore many hats just like you do, literally and figuratively. Lauren, what else do we have?
Our next one is from Manit Mander, and she says, "Who is your favorite artist and why?"
My favorite artist, would be Erykah Badu.
And now you said Erykah Badu. Why not Beyonce? And I'm playing devil's advocate here.
I know you are. I'm just
curious.
Beyonce she's an influencer. You know, she did a great job of influencing the generation. But I just what I look for in music, she just didn't have it for me.
Okay.
But she is awesome. She does her thing.
Definitely. What do we have, Lauren? I know we got some more tweets, correct?
All right. Our next one is, "That was beautiful. What is your favorite part about singing?"
My favorite part about singing, it's not for me, it's for the audience. It's how the audience react, because I understand this is not my gift. This is for you all. So the biggest part about singing would be the audience reaction.
That is powerful. Have you usually received good reaction from people?
Yeah, for the most part. So I must be doing something right.
Wow. And how many times have you performed in front of people?
Oh, tons.
Wow.
I can't even count.
Wow. Yunoka, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Lauren, thank you so much. Unfortunately, that's about all the time we have for today. Thank you to all you viewers who are watching at home. If you love Yunoka and her performance, vote for her at tinyurl.com/vote Creative Clash. She can't win without your vote. Make sure you tune in to the last show of the season today at 4 p.m. Until then, I'm your host, Joshua Short. Thank you for watching Columbia Insights Creative Clash this season. We'll see you next semester.